So the plan is to get back on stage in the men's physique category. I've competed in men's physique a couple of times in the past, but it's been nearly 5 years since I've been on stage. This machine's beautiful. Warm-up set done. Probably 2 more warm-up sets before we go to the top set.
I'm happy as life. Oh wait.
This machine gets very heavy very quickly. Don't get that. We'll just show the glam side, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm down over here. Ooh. So the plan is to get back on stage in the men's physique category. I've competed in men's physique a couple of times in the past, but it's been nearly 5 years since I've been on stage. Obviously, I've put my focus and priorities elsewhere with the likes of business, with Perform and our clients. But we're in a good place now where we have everything running efficiently. It's not as stressful as it was, so I have the time to prep, because prep can take a lot from you. And if things aren't in the right place, it can be a recipe for disaster. So I feel now is the right time to get back on stage. I've gained a decent amount of tissue over the past couple of years. So I'm actually excited to see what I can bring to the stage in this category in itself. Kira is also prepping alongside, so it should be interesting to have the two of us prep side by side. Obviously, I'm working with Kira. I'm coaching Kira at the moment, so we're going to have to separate the coach and normal relationship, let's say, and kind of get the job done together. So we'll probably tie in a couple of times throughout this series to showcase both of our progress and how we're getting on and the truth behind it. So it should be very interesting, and I'm actually very excited to do it together. So no show dates have been picked just yet, but we're aiming to be ready in the next 14 to 15 weeks. So the main goal here over the next 10 weeks is to be ready within those 10 weeks. So that gives us a bit of time to collect some data, refeed, and essentially bring that peaked physique in that 14 to 15 week time frame. Body composition wise, I'll show later a physique update of what I'm currently looking at, but body composition is quite good. I've just gone from a phase of being on TRT for 10 weeks, so blood levels, test levels were back to natural range. I was at 19 nanomole for those 10 weeks, so I'm quite responsive and sensitive now. Stack has only just gone in there last week, and that's something that I'll be delving into too, is just the details when it comes to amendments, stack design, dosages for myself. So you can get an idea of kind of how things work in that kind of prep environment. So I'm going to get this pre-workout meal in now, and we're going to head to the gym and hit a push session. Good thing about me boy. I ain't unlock the door. Probably shouldn't be saying that. Oh, I'm actually today. So we're on the way to the gym. By the way, all taxis in Dubai are Lexuses. Not the same as at home. We're lucky to get a TO Yaris. Next week we're planning on getting a car. That'll make life a little bit easier, because it takes me about 15 minutes after the car to get into the swing of things, because I actually feel like I'm gonna get sick. So in Binous now, biggest gym in the world, best equipped gym. Sometimes we quite overwhelmed because there's some big dudes in here. But also there's just so much pieces of equipment. It's sometimes, where do you go? What do you do? But I kind of have my feet around the gym, what equipment I'm using in my program and so on. And this time of the day, it's not too busy, so it's perfect for getting access to everything. So going to do push, mainly chest focused. With being men's physique, the goal is always to bring that upper line as much as you can. You know, so chest, delts, arms, stuff like that.
We've got 2 push sessions per week. My delts are quite strong, so they're mostly chest dominant. So I'm going to take you through a push session, chest dominant today. Starting off with the pec fly, getting the pec in a shortened position, bit of warming up, getting a bit of blood flow in, and then we'll move on to some heavier pressing later on.
Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure.
So that's 2 warm-up sets done. I'm only going to do 1 working set on this today. Again, just mainly focus on getting blood flow into it. Don't want to fatigue the chest too much. I want to kind of save some energy for my pressing movements, and that's where I want to realistically progress so much. Volume may change as prep goes on, but I'll update you with that. But yeah, I want to kind of just to save some energy here, so I'm not weak when it comes to the pressing movement.
Don't you forget who created the game.
Much blood flow in. Just spending some extra time in the lengthen range and the shorten range. Focus on contraction, holding it there, squeezing. Put as much blood flow in there too. So now I'm primed. I feel really good going into my pressing movements. And then you prepare yourself for those heavier loading sets.
Let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember.
This machine's beautiful. It's like a high incline press, so all that clavicular line in the chest, but also you're going to hit a bit of anterior delts too. So perfect for that top line. We'll start with this and we'll move a little bit more chest dominant pressing after this. Right, this warm-up set done. I'll do probably 2 more warm-up sets before we go to a top set. Warm-up sets there, just kind of bring a load up, and as load went up, brought reps down just to not accumulate too much fatigue. And I'm prepared now, so I think we're 75 aside here. Probably do a top set of like 5 to 8 reps here, and I'll follow that with a back off set. Both sets to mechanical failure. Nearly blew the head off me. 7 reps, not bad. I'll drop a plate, maybe 2 plates, and I'll do a higher rep range now. Aim for about 12 to 15 on the back off set. I'm thinking, what's next? The gym is empty, so we have our choice of equipment today. I think I might pick the gym Leco. It's very tough, but great. So we'll go with that one today. This machine gets very heavy, very quickly. Very challenging in the length and range, so when you're in this kind of stretch position, very difficult there. But converges, so connects beautifully. I said, how many do you want?
I'm happy with like
9.
not yet.
I think I got 6 last week, so 9 will be good.
Oi. 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 How many?
6.
Okay.
6.5. 9, mate.
Enough of the code switching, been hitting my soul, been on the ropes, I'm ready to grow, so get to know me. Keep your head up, I want you to grow with me.
2 side delt movements, so dumbbell lateral raise. We'll move on to, that's distracted there. We'll move on to a cable lateral raise then to finish off. Not usually how I'd run this order, but gym's after getting busier, so there's less equipment available, so we're opting for the dumbbells today. We'll finish a little bit with a little bit of triceps later on. But my delts, they respond quite well, but with men's physique, the more dramatic you can make your physique look, sometimes the better that stands out on stage. Like bodybuilding is an illusion, and men's physique's a perfect kind of representation of that, like that big shoulders, small waist. Like, you look so much bigger on stage, so the more dramatic you can make that look, the more it's gonna stand to you come stage. So.
I got out the mother, told my truth, I shake that fake shit, they praise you, then minimize you behind you, just know I notice you. Stay woke, no joke, it really be the ones you closest to. Had to stop sleeping on myself like I ain't know the truth. Oh, this to me like it's really nobody code is this. And if you disagree, then you jaws and your claim get audited. Who you know do the beating and talking and write the harmonies. I'm really convinced it's nobody.
Speak. This contraption. I don't know what I'm trying to do here, but we'll get it. Here we go. So finishing off with just unilateral choice of extension crossbody. I have arms 4 times per week. So I'm pull, push, pull and push. It's an area that I've been trying to focus on just to bring up in line with my delts. So I'll do as much volume as I can recover from. Try get as strong as possible on them and just get as much volume in to make them grow. Genetically they're not the strongest body part, but with time they have responded. You know, the last year they probably made the most improvements just because I've given them extra bit of attention. So we can only do that what we can.
You give a fuck about me, you don't even know nothing about me. Trying to force me on your timeline, you know you need to stop it. I live for more than attention, might not be your trending topic. Put my worth in analytics, I admit that took a toll. I got addicted to scrolling, we know well that get toxic. I got caught comparing me to people I don't even know. They say it's lonely at the top, well maybe then I'll focus on things that's more important and let whoever think whatever and just keep it moving. These niggas won't work on themselves, they'd rather see you losing. You'll never see me losing.
Enough of the code switching, been hitting my soul, been on the ropes, I'm ready to grow.
Owen. Owen. Yeah. Owen. 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 Owen.
Want me to speak about my shape? So this is the current look. 14 or 15 weeks out, I'm about 94 kilo first thing in the morning. Obviously coming from a cruise phase here at T for the last 10 weeks, I've dropped about 6 or 7 kilo, mainly from water retention. So with stacks just being reintroduced now, from previous experience, I know that I essentially grow once that's back introduced and I start to trade up. So feeling quite confident this is going to be the best look I bring once everything starts moving in that direction. So feeling a little bit flat today because we're only getting back into the swing of things, but hope we don't look too far.